morning. It's been a very good morning. I was able to get some sleep. And it looks like the sun shines out, so we don't have any more rain. We had a good 24-hour drenching. So I'm watching the water puddles in the backyard. Sadie doesn't seem to mind going outside and using the bathroom in the rain. Yay, that's a win. What have I been working on? So I had 2 overnight shifts, 1 regular night, and then another overnight shift. Not normal, that won't be the regular, just being accommodating for a family in transition. What have I been working on? So I wasn't very productive because that first overnight shift, I spent the whole night bookmarking patterns that I want to make. I'm going to be showing you a lot of these. We're going to see a lot of progress on this one. I'm excited. Look at all those. I used tie-dye Post-it notes practically every page. That was a whole night researching threads and hooks and just going through what I already have. So that was fun. And then Erin at Crafting Kitty posted her community, creator spotlight for the month, and it is Wow Crochet. Go check out her video. The idea is you make something, use a stitch pattern, use one of their tutorials, and every month she picks someone different, and you create something of theirs and share it with her and share it with everybody else, and it gets added into a parade. Do you remember I picked up this cotton from a thrift store a while back, and I knew I wanted it to be a cowl? It's cotton, it's super thin. It doesn't have a band, but man, it looks so familiar. So it started with black on the outside. They caked it. This is a homemade cake, not a commercial cake. So it had black on the background and it faded into this beautiful royal blue. This is a cowl, a hooded cowl. It'll be very long, hopefully. We'll see. I might add to it. A hooded cowl. It's very light because it's cotton and it's thin. I looked for a fingering weight pattern on Wow Crochet. It is half double crochets in the 3rd loop. So it's making this nice little fake knit braid all the way around. Extremely simple. When I have busy yarn, I love to use extremely simple patterns. Let the yarn do the walking. So there we go. So it started in the black, and it's a couple different thin cotton threads spun together. So it started with all black, and then one of the threads turned into blue. By up here at this edge, all 4 of them are 3 or 4 of them are blue. And then we're going to transition so that the blue and the turquoise are going to be together. And by the very, very middle, it's mostly just turquoise. It's very, very nice to work on my overnight shift because my eyes don't have to really focus too much on what I'm doing. I'm using a 3.5 Daiso hook. I was working on that. That's maybe a night and a half's worth of work, because the next morning when I got home, my dear Lily told me that it's one of her BFF's birthday and that their hands were cold and they'd love some fingerless mitts. So I had to jump to it. Tons of patterns for fingerless gloves out there, right? Tons and tons of patterns. And I've made quite a few, so I decided to wing it. Lily picked this dark gray, The color's Gentry Gray. Oh, okay. It's a heathered gray, very nice. I got my 4mm hook out because I wanted to make some progress on this. And we're an animal lover, so I used a purple animal lover. So I used this tiny bit of Yarn Bee Spanice, and it is heather, and the color is heather. Oh, heather 14. It's got a bit of a sheen to it, purple with a sheen. I thought they went very well together. So Lily requested very simple fingerless gloves for an animal lover. Not right now, Sadie Bud. Right now. Be right back. Thank you for being accommodating. I have to let her out when she rings the bells. I have bells hanging on the door, and that's how she lets us know she has to go potty or go out, because she is a very quiet puppy and she doesn't say anything. She'll just piddle by the door. So to teach her that I'm listening, gotta get up. Back to the gloves. So I did a rectangle granny square, folded it in half. Around one side I did 4 rows of double crochets, front loops, back loops. I stitched up the side. I stitched up, I think I guesstimated 2 granny squares up, and then I just slipped in 2 granny squares across, and then I started joining again. And then I did a double crochet all the way across the top. Just simple little team fingerless gloves, nothing fancy, just dark gloves. Then on the inside, Lily requested a little paw print. So I found a cute little tutorial. I'll link it in the description box below on Ravelry for just a small, and it looks like the designer meant it to be like a little hanging Christmas tree ornament. She has a small size and a large size. Very simple. It was 3 rounds. One, you're making the ring, the next you're building a foundation, and not even all the way around, then you're building onto the little paw part. Very cute, very simple. I love little patterns for appliques that you can use on many, many different bits and pieces. We have chickens at the door, so. So I made the little gloves, little paw prints on the gloves, and I did that. And then with the remainder of the overnight hours, I have been working diligently with Irish crochet for my Fiber Rewind series. Now we're playing with the chickens. Fiber Rewind series, Irish crochet. It is not necessarily like crochet. It's very interesting. There's some concepts that are so different, and a lot of times you're working over cords, so just learning how to hold things together has been a challenge. But we'll talk about that on the last Friday of the month. Take care. Thank you for visiting with me. I hope you're crocheting and having a great time. I'll see you soon.